All right, going to the gym right now. I was about to eat my poutine. Literally, I had it heated in the microwave for 3 minutes. And then I put it on the counter, had my fork in my hand. And then I remembered that I had a consultation today where, well, I needed to fast. They're gonna like check in, like a PT's gonna check in with me at the gym to check my body fat percentage and what my body composition looks like and my muscle, and I don't know, you can call it, like, I guess my stats, my KPIs for my body. So yeah, that was just it was a sad moment. I had to put back the poutine in the fridge, and I'll eat after my workout, which I hate doing because I got less energy, so I can push a little bit less when I'm working out, when I fast. But it's all right. At least we're gonna have the stats after this. We're gonna be able to know exactly my body fat percentage, which right now is about 15%. This is what the scale says. Don't hold up. Don't hold me up to it. I don't know if that's 100% accurate or not, but yeah. So that is it. Today I was talking with Jeremy Lee Minor about tonality and specifically the familiar tone. And it's kind of funny because, like, I've always been doing this, this whole like tonality thing without even knowing. When I first started to learn about communication a couple of years ago, as an introvert, like, it's not really something I'm used to, not used to, like, it's not natural for me to actually, like, there's just some people that are great at speaking naturally, right, and communicating naturally. They're just charismatic, right? Natural born, charismatic people, And for me, well, at least I had to, not that I was like not charismatic at all. I think I've always been, but I've had to really, like, it's a skill that I've developed, and you can too, if you're not that charismatic. And it's funny because today actually I was talking to my client success manager, and he was telling me about this client of ours, a real estate agent, of course, out in Calgary. He said, like, hey, like, I'm about to call this lead that I got from that YouTube ad that you guys helped me set up. And I saw that in your training, you talked about tonality and all that. Like, I don't know, man, I'm just skeptical. Like, it just feels weird to me to, talk in that way with, like, tonalities. And I don't even think it's going to make a difference, right? Why can't I just talk like I talk? Well, the reason is because you're going to trigger sales resistance, right? So that's why you cannot do that. And funny enough, he was like, okay, like, let me be a good student, right? And actually give it a shot. Because, of course, if you keep doing what you've been doing, you'll keep getting the same results, right? So that guy obviously understood that, and he was like, yeah, let me give it a shot. I'll try your tonality thing. And he did it, called the lead with, like, a familiar tone at the beginning. Like, hey, John? Yeah, it's Michael Berube from XYZ company, whatever. And then you saw, like, immediately, like, a difference in the prospect's tonality and how they responded, opposed to, like, how he used to do it before, where, like, they had their guard up, like, immediately, right? And then he, like, on the call, he said, like, dude, that was, like, I was about to laugh. I had to, like, contain myself not to laugh out loud because, like, it actually worked. I wasn't expecting this, and I was like, damn, like, I got a good response out of him, So, anyways, I just thought it was funny because, like, a lot of agents that come to us for help on getting more leads, more listings, and really growing their business, they've been doing real estate for 10, 15, 20, 30 years, okay? And the thing you got to realize is that, yes, you can be doing, like, certain things for a long time, but it doesn't mean you've been doing it the right way that whole time, right? So you got to be open-minded. Like, why is it that some companies or some agents come in and in a year, 2 years, or 5 years, they like make 5 times what typical agents make? Is because they have more skills. They know things that we don't, right? So you always have to keep an open mind to get better and learn new things, you know? It's not because like, you know, like a lot of people think like, oh wow, Michael, like why, at face value, like why should you learn from a 23-year-old, right? That's not even a real estate agent. Well, that's a good question, you know? But when you think about it, when you look at the track record of what we've done, the results speak for themselves, right? And you know, if you look at our team as well, like kind of the same thing, right? All of our client success managers either have been or currently are active licensed agents, right? And a lot of their businesses come from video marketing and, you know, calling leads, converting leads specifically, right? Using the right tonality. And because I've invested over $200,000 at this point, maybe potentially more at this point, it's been a long time since I've actually, you know, kept track of that in coaching, right? On sales, lead gen, marketing. You can just take the sales principle and put it in any industry, right? You take like the top sales rep in like any industry, I don't care like who he is, put it in another industry. If he understands the principles of what he's doing and what's making it work, it's gonna work. Like he's just gonna, like you just swap the words, boom boom. Like again, when I was speaking to Jeremy, this guy like is able to make something up on the fly for every industry. Why? Because he understands the principles, right? And that's the exact same thing that we explain to our agents. It's like, it doesn't matter if it's a buyer or if it's a seller or if it's commercial or residential. Yes, there's certain tweaks you can make, right? Like for example, the commercial guys are a bit more analytical, right? Bit, you know, less emotions involved. But that said, there's still emotions, right? There's still a reason why they want to invest, right? It's not just about the numbers, it's about the emotions. People make decisions based on emotion and justify with logic, right? It's because that next apartment building will get them more freedom, passive income, so that they can travel more, so that they can feel better, they can feel like the man or the woman. That's an emotion right there. That's how you need to sell. Okay, there we go. About to hit the gym, pull workout today. I'll catch you tomorrow.